Hello everyone and welcome back to Discovering in Color. Channel that's designed to show you just how much fun it is to have a good time in the outdoors. Now today, special treat, instead of talking about specifically about backpacking or something like that, we're going to talk about a new gadget that I have acquired. Hence, they call me the Gadget Man. And it's a new pop-up fire pit. And it's right here. It comes in this nice little handy dandy holder here. And it's a portable fire pit. And I've actually added an additional accessory to it, which allows you to cook with it using a Dutch oven. So with that, I'm going to show this off. We're going to show the assembly, and we're actually going to cook a small, we'll call it a dessert. So let's get started. Okay, so this is a fire pit, and it's inside of the little bag that it comes with here. So what we're going to do, we're going to open it up. We're going to take out all the components that we have in here. I have used it before, so not my first time, and I've been very happy with its performance. But this is, just to talk about the name here, it's a pop-up fire pit. And we have our, let's see, these are our walls here. And we have the actual frame itself right here. I'm not sure what that was. This is the frame itself right here. And we have the grill that the ashes lay on right here. And then inside of here we have a, okay, I see what that was. This is a undermat to keep things from falling on the ground and setting the ground on fire. All right, the first thing we want to do here when we're putting it together is basically extend the frame. So these little feet here on the bottom, these feet, these are the bottoms, so it goes on the ground. You see they look like that right there. So we expand that out. All right, so we've expanded the feet out on the ground, like so. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these sidewalls and we're going to install the sidewalls. Okay, those are our 4 sidewalls installed. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the actual grating that fits on top of here that your fire will sit on. And this is the mat right here that it goes on. As you can see, I've used it before and I've had some pretty hot fires on here, so it will not melt. Okay, and that right there pretty much completes the setup for it. Now, what I also have is, this is a mat that goes underneath of it here. And what this is gonna do is if any embers actually get through this very fine mesh, it will catch it. So if you're on a surface that's very dry, I have done this out in fields where the fields are very dry in the summertime. This is a good thing to place underneath of it. So it's pretty simple, all you do, oh, sorry about that. Just place it underneath, like so, and it has Velcro tabs. And what you do, you just tab it on here. There you go. And now what you have here, is your fire pit. It's all put together. It's got 4 sidewalls on here. It's got your mesh grate in here. It's got a an insulation here on the bottom to keep anything that might fall through, catching anything, grass or whatever on fire. And now we're going to install the extra accessory that I purchased with this, which is a grating to use for either cooking on with a pan or even better, cooking on with a Dutch oven. So this is the grate assembly that you're going to use to put those grates in. So pretty easy. It's just got 2 sides here, And you slide those over this. And you got another one here. And that slides over here. Then you have 4 grates that you're going to put on top. Pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now you're ready to go. What these grates will allow you to do is to place a pan or a Dutch oven or something on top of it. You can put your coals on this metal part here, and then your Dutch oven will actually fit on top. And I'll show you an example here. All right, here's my Dutch oven. And what we're going to do, we're just going to take it, and when we have the coals on, it just sits directly on top of the metal grating like so, and your coals will fit underneath of it. And you can also put coals on top. And what you'll have here is your Dutch oven. So we're actually going to cook something in here and give you a nice little demonstration of how this works. And we'll see how it comes out. Hopefully it'll be pretty good. It's going to be some blueberry streusel. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go mix it all up, and we'll come back at the next frame and we'll show you putting it in and getting it started. Okay, we are now ready to begin preparing our streusel. So what we're going to do is we've already warmed up some coals here, and we're going to put in what should be the right amount down here in the bottom. And on top of that, we're going to place our Dutch oven. There we go. Don't do that with your hands. We're going to open up. We've got it all prepared to go. And what we're making here is we're just making some simple mornings blueberry streusel with crumb topping. We've already mixed it up and prepared it. So now we're just going to pour it into our Dutch oven, like so. This is the crumb topping. And what we're going to do is just going to take our crumb topping and just sprinkle it over the top. And instead of making muffins, we're actually just going to make one big loaf. It is possible to make muffins when you're out camping, but for our example, we're just going to make one big loaf. And there we go. Now we're going to place the top on it. And the miracle of these Dutch ovens is you have heat from the bottom. And now we're going to add coals to the top. And this is going to provide our heat from the top, which is going to make this into an oven. An oven has heat all around it. So when we add these coals to it right here, this will provide heat on the top and heat on the bottom. I prefer a little bit more heat on the top of mine. It just makes it cook a little bit better, I think. And there we go. So now what we'll do is we've got it all set up. We'll just let it cook right here, and it'll probably take maybe 20, 25 minutes to cook. We got it at a good temperature. So we're gonna leave this here, and through YouTube, we'll come back when it's done. I'll probably show you a check part of the way through so we can see what it looks like. All right, we're about 10 minutes in. I'll give you a quick preview here of what's going on. Here we go. Our streusel's cooking really good. Don't want to leave it off too long. That's just a quick preview. So we saw steam, that's good. And our coals are working good. So we got heat on the bottom, we got heat on the top. So everything is working exactly like it's supposed to. Come back in a little bit. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. So let's take another look here. Almost done. Probably another 5 minutes. And the blueberry streusel cake will be done. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes to check it and take it out. All right, should be ready. It's been about a little over 27 minutes. So let's take her and open her up one last time. Take a look here and see what we have. Here we go. Our streusel is pretty much done. Now, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to take it and we're going to move it off the side here. And when we move it over to here, it is now no longer on the hot coals. One of the wonders of cast iron. And there's enough heat inside this cast iron to keep this warm and kind of let it cook a little bit more. And now that we've taken heat off the bottom, to get the heat off the top, all we have to do is to take our top, without getting too many ashes inside of our streusel, we just dump the coals off the top. And there we go. Now it's done cooking. We've effectively turned our oven off. Okay, so here is our finished product. We've got our blueberry streusel that was cooked in a Dutch oven. It's all ready to go. So we'll just take the top off here. Nice and warm. Use my nice little titanium spork here. Get a nice little sample out. Looking good. Very good. Nice and tasty. Definitely good for camping. Probably more of a glamping type situation you're going to be in here, but if you are going to be car camping or something like that, nice little accessory to take with you. You don't want to try to take this backpacking. It's much too heavy and it has some sharp edges on it. But I have to give this a very good thumbs up here for a product. So if you get a chance, you can go on their website. I will leave a link in the description below of where I got all this stuff right here. I'm also using my brand new Human Gear titanium spork. I got that the other day. Very nice. This was actually in a box from Karen. They do a monthly subscription, so I'll leave a little link to them down there if you want to log on to them. So with that, the Gadget Man here, discovering in color, new gadget. I like it. I'm going to keep using it. There's a little accessory with the Dutch oven that I just put in here. It makes it so much better. They also have one that actually has a grate. You could actually cook meals, steaks or hamburgers directly over top of this. So I'm going to think about that one. We'll see. So with that, discovering in color, thank you very much for watching. Please provide your support for folks that are going through the wildfires out in California. I am in Oklahoma here, and the only effect it has on us is the skies are a little bit hazy due to smoke, and it makes some very interesting sunrises and some very interesting sunsets. So with that, discovering in color, I'm out, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.